that's why it was actually very deep. Do you understand? The person said something that it was deep and funny at the same time. He said, a man is not supposed to be down for so long. I'm talking about finances.
Yes.
That you do not give the role of a provider to your wife. Women are not natural providers, cause at some point she won't be calm about it, no matter how good the woman is. Like at some point she will actually, I don't know how true it is, but at some point she will actually have to put it at your face. So no matter how down you are as a man, try so hard. Do you understand? Try so hard. But it still boils down to the fact that a lot of people in the older, like me, I like to use the older generation because they're the people we've seen.
It's more cool than what you're seeing now. These guys, it's cool than
yeah,
what you're
because
seeing
we have
now.
seen a lot of people.
They are more predictable.
Yeah.
These ones are not predictable.
So we have seen a lot of people from the older generation where, like you said, the woman is this thing is a big topic. It's always a gender war.
I want to also unbundle it a little bit so that we can.
Yeah, it's a big issue on Twitter. The issue of you talking about. You said something now. I don't know if I fully disagree with you, but yeah, you have a point. You said something about a woman walking in here and regardless of how you understand social strata, you understand that I can't go for this woman, no matter the love she shows.
No matter the love she shows. Yeah.
But there are women in the older generation. We've seen a lot of times where the women earn ×2, ×3, and I don't know how they put it together.
I will answer that question. Let me tell you. You are talking about my mother's generation. You see, women that belong to that generation, they came, I would say like they came with everything inside them. This was a generation that they never had the kind of man that they anticipate to marry. They were blank. They're like tabla rasa, plain. So if they meet the man, if you are good to them, they love you. And they are marrying you, they want to stay with you.
So there was genuinity.
So there was genuinity. There was nothing like a frame in their heart of the kind of man they want. Yes, right. But these days we see a lot of things, especially the social media. You see a lot of things. This is the kind of man I want, and if it's not measuring up to that, I don't want that person. So you're already having problems.
Well, even God said, request, speak unto
now
the,
you can
the
see
type
what
of man you
exactly
want. And
no, where did he say that?
No,
because I'm also conversant with the Bible. Now, yes. Now, and the Bible, that the Old Testament is like 80% of it is what makes up the Holy Quran.
But
now let me come to what you want to justify this. Let me say this.
Okay.
I don't blame your generation because you have more distractions than the previous generation.
True.
My mother, my father, they never had the social media, they never had the television, they never had all those windows to make comparison.
The peer pressure wasn't high.
Yes, the pressure was not high. There was no pressure, as a matter of fact. So they tend to support their husbands and all that. But these guys these days, they have a lot of options. And then again, look at it again. Some of our parents also, they got married and they stayed because the woman had no option. The man has to provide. She has to take care of the home, no economic power, so she has no voice. So these things are the things that actually pushed women down to remain on that level. Yes. And you might not know. But today she's making her money, she has a bank account, and she has her options and all that. So some of them even, I knew a lady that was about to get married and I was asking her a question. She said, the truth is I love my boyfriend so much and I'm getting married to this guy. My boyfriend should just be careful and pray so that it works, because if it doesn't work, I'm coming back for him.
So that's like there's already a war before you get
now that's what I'm talking about. That frame, yes, that frame already. So if you are the guy, you come in and you are not able to fit into this frame, you're already in trouble.
You're in trouble.
So it's not just about the money, because when a woman is dissatisfied about you, you cannot hide it.
She can't hide it.
No, if you want to know, you will know. She can't hide it.
She can't, you're right.
She can mask it for a while, but if you're a good guy that already knows yourself, you will know. Even a woman that loves you and doesn't love you, if a woman loves you because of your money, you would know. So don't deceive yourself about these things. And some men, we know it's because of my money, and then you still walk into it. That's not okay for yourself. You're doing yourself. So if there is any challenge and she has her options, okay, like I told somebody the other day, you proposed to a woman and it took her 5 years or 4 years to say yes, and then you still walked into it and married, then you're actually you're already going against the hill. Because what was she doing for 4 years, for 3 years? Who was she holding on to before she was able to?
Options.
And that failed her. Then she now turned to you, and then you agreed. You're already having a problem. So if there is anything tomorrow, and then she gets something better than you, she might. Yes, she'll quit. So those are the problems. So I believe that you should marry your friend, and there should be relationship and friendship enough to make sure that this person really belongs to your world. Not just because you just want to marry. Because you know why I'm saying this thing. Okay, take for instance, you're traveling with a vehicle. That's not the vehicle you wanted to enter. The vehicle you wanted to enter had AC, had this and had that at the park. But they told you, no, we already filled up. Yes. And then you manage another vehicle that had none of these things. And eventually the vehicle now had a flat tire on the road. And then you're waiting and suddenly the other vehicle comes out. Man, you're taking your bag. That's exactly what we see. That's why marriages are breaking and getting shattered every day, and people are getting hurt. That's it. Look out for a woman or a man that will be able to stay with you no matter whatever you're saying. It's important. Look out for that.
Look out for a man or a woman that will be able to. What happened?
What's wrong with you?
I'm giving my people advice now. You see that today I'm not doing anything. I swear I concur with everything you are saying.
Almost.
Okay, let's head straight to this question. How can a husband balance relationship between work and family? A very busy man in respect to the.
Okay, let me say this economy. To you: any hardworking man and any man who is doing very well will require the wife to pay some prices as regards the time.
Will require the wife to pay some prices as
regards the require time. The family to pay some prices as regards the time. Now let me say this to you. A hard-working man will not be the sweet boy in the house that will give you all the time. You can't balance this. I don't want to talk about one of the richest men we have in Africa or in Nigeria, who today, his family life is not something you have to throw out there for public consumption. Why is it so? I also do not want to talk about some again in the West who are so successful that one of them is in the media industry. I don't want to mention his name. Who was so successful that he's in his third marriage or fourth marriage. Why am I saying this? My kind of job, if my job takes so much time from me and I marry a woman who wants me to be there always, it's not going to work. And if I am bringing so much to the table, like me, I told my wife, where we come from, where we are headed to will require that you pay some prices. You have to sacrifice some of our time. Except you don't want me to give you the best vacation in the world. Except you don't want me to provide this and provide that and provide that. Because sometimes I see myself, I travel out of the country. Okay, I have a meeting in Switzerland, and I will be in Switzerland for like 1 week, and I finish in Switzerland because I like loading my trips. I finish in Switzerland, I have to be in Frankfurt. I finish Frankfurt, I have to be in Rome. When I'm coming back, I'll spend like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have a woman who is at home who will now make her face blue, like you are not always there, you didn't come back. No, what are you talking about? When I come back, I drop my check, you know what is there. So if you know, if you know that I'm working hard, I'm providing for the family, and I'm doing all these things, you should be able to also understand that wealth is a part of the family.
So it's the understanding.
I'm not saying
it will make demand on your time and the time you must get from me. So I still have to do my best to balance it. Like I create time, maybe like in 2 months. As
if he knows that I was going to say
I know you're coming there. I know you're going to say so like in 2 months or in 3 months, you make out a week for the family. Yes, as much as you can. And she must also be aware that you're also trying. You understand? So, and I also look at it this way. It also comes the kind of job you're doing and being able to bring up people who will also be able to step into your shoes.
What if you saying that they say a man makes time for what he wants, or a man makes time for who he loves?
You definitely make the time.
Okay, listen to this.
Then they talk.
Wait,
me that talk.
I know, no. I know what they talk. Wait.
Thank you, sir.
We make time for whatever we love.
Yes.
We make time for whatever we want.
Yeah.
It's true.
Beautiful.
It's true. But if there is anything that shifts the narrative, is economy. Economic power shifts the narrative. You've seen it these days that a woman will move away to marry a man she never loved just because that one has economic power more than the one she loves. Yeah. You guys do it.
A lot.
Yes. And some will start picking the telephone calls of their ex.
A lot.
Because my economy is not very well. Because the last money she got to buy her wig of 300,000, 400,000 came from my ex, who they've broken up.
A lot.
But that one is like he's doing well more than me. So it's like a rat race. I have to run. You understand? So I love you. I love my children. I love my family. But I also love the economic power. And we need to get it. And legitimately, we have to get it. So we make time for all these things. So you should be talking about balancing. I love her, I make time for her. I love my children, I make time for them. I also love the economy, I make time for that. It's about balancing it. Looking at 24 hours, what do I have to do? Where do I have to be? What are the things I have to do? And then looking at 1 week, what do I have to do? A month, what do I have to do? But I think it's very, very important. We make time for all these things. But you guys also have to understand that I can't say
you make it look as if all men.
Most Nigerian men are really doing their best in the face of what we are facing right now. We are really doing. If you look at it when we leave Nigeria and we go to South Africa, we are number one on their list. Yeah. We go to Kenya, we are number one. Then we come to Zimbabwe, we are number one.
Hot cake.
We go to
because they feel you guys are like this.
It's not feel you guys.
You guys like this.
No, when I don't know what you're gonna get.
I know they will even say that their own men are stingy.
Yes,
but people are wah.
No, it's see that I love the way you said it. Wah. We are wah at home and wah abroad.
Everywhere wah.
I'm telling you, I was in South Africa. I was in South Africa some times ago, and I was walking by Mandela Garden, or Mandela Park, or Mandela Garden they call it, and a lady was following me at back, and I was like, I thought maybe she wanted to say something. She kept following me when it was obvious to me 3 turning, and she was still turning with me, and I was not driving, and I stopped. I said, "What is it?" She said, "Are you a Nigerian?" I said, "Yes, I am."
They're smiling. Oh God!
Are you a Nigerian?
I'm messy.
We're before the camera and I have to smile. I don't want our viewers to think I'm sad.
Yes.
There was no memory that went through my head. I don't know why you're saying you're smiling. Are you pointing that there was something that happened?
Yes,
my brother.
You talk about something.
Now I want. So she now said, "Are you a Nigerian?" I said, "Yes." How do you know? She said, "We know you guys when we see you."
See?
And then we started talking. You won't believe she was so nice that she took her car and went to drop me at my hotel. You know?
Awesome.
Don't build anything out of this thing.
Yes.
But we represent you guys wherever we go.
This girl is a problem.
And no, I think she's already suspecting me.
That's how she does.
Can you see my innocence?
I can see that.
Can you see my face?
I know.
Yes.
So
now I don't want to tell you also something similar thing again that happened in Kenya, in Nairobi. You know? So these people look out for us and they say a lot of things about us that I don't even know.
Yeah, nice.
And how they appreciate us and how we take care of them. We are very, very good. I'm telling you, all round. Nigerian men,
yes,